And these are some of the images of flooding yesterday, where some areas saw 2 months worth of rainfall in just a day. And there's more heavy rain to come as we head through the next 24 hours.
Today, gorgeously summery.
Yeah.
Last night, the roads flooded.
It's been a really crazy weekend, actually, because I was chatting to Andy Peters, who was saying, you warned of thunderstorms. Where I am, it's lovely. And a tornado on Saturday. Then yesterday in Luton. And that's the area where we saw the colossal amounts of rainfall. So in this mass was a huge amount of rain. So 2 months worth of rainfall in just one day. So it's important the drain network to cope with that. So the first thing that happens is that streets and roads will be flooded, but then slowly it will start to fade away. But let me show you the radar sequence from yesterday and how much rainfall we had. It wasn't just across the Luton area, Leighton Buzzard. Large parts of the UK had very heavy rainfall. This whole band of rain moved up from the south. The south holds much more moisture, and it was this huge amount of rainfall with this next spell just moving in to the exact same areas. This is our weather warning at the moment, yellow across most of England and Wales. And actually, the Met Office have an amber warning in force that is very likely to be updated and changed later on this morning. The focus will be Oxfordshire, London, into the home counties, the M4. We're looking at another 120 millimetres of rain on top of what has already fallen. So the advice from the Environment Agency, there are 13 flood warnings, 69 flood alerts. These are going to continue to rise as we head through the day as the river levels respond. If you're at risk of flooding, it's to make sure you move everything upstairs if you can, and if it is safe to do so, turn off your gas and electricity in the areas where we have our flood warnings. And yes, there is more rain to come today in areas that just don't need it. This is the latest radar showing our heavy rain in the home counties along the M4 corridor. It's this area we're likely to see our amber warning being issued from the Met Office later on today. But everybody in England and Wales covered by this yellow warning area. And it's a lot of rain in a short space of time, not able to be moved away, that will bring the risk of flooding on roads and flooding to properties and businesses. This whole spiral of rain sits through central areas of England and Wales. Here is where it is heaviest. Yes, there'll be some sunshine across the south and east. That will trigger a few showers. Scotland and Northern Ireland, you're fine and dry and temperatures sitting around about average. Now, as we head through this evening and overnight tonight, that rain still sits there across the M4 corridor, Oxfordshire, just west of London. And it doesn't ease until we get to the early hours of tomorrow morning. So we're likely to see those river levels continuing to respond, slowly rising as we head through the next 24 hours before we thankfully see dry weather tomorrow.
Well, I know you'll know the answer because you know everything.
OK.
How equal daylight, equal... I can't see how that works.
OK, so there's equilux and equinox. So Sunday was the equinox. It's Latin directly above the equator.
Right.
But because the Earth is the sunrise that we class it as, but in a few days' time, on Wednesday, that is the equilux. So you have equal light. So 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. We have a few days to get there.
You'd know. Thank you.
Laura, thank you so much.
It really was quite a weekend of weather. Some areas had gorgeous warmth and sunshine, others torrential rain, reports of tornadoes on Saturday and Sunday, and there was flooding for some towns and houses. Now, this is what happened in the last 24 hours. Our radar sequence shows a band of rain moving northwards, and we can see yet more rain heading into southern areas as we speak. And we have multiple warnings from the Met Office. There's a big yellow warning area across much of England and Wales, and there's an amber area. It's actually set to be issued within the next hour or so. It's likely to focus through the home counties, London, Oxfordshire, along the M4, another 120 millimetres of rain falling. Not welcome news for areas like Luton, Dunstable, where yesterday they saw 2 months' worth of rainfall in just one day. So yesterday there's more heavy rain for England and Wales, and still that warmth and humidity, which is why the rain is just so heavy. This is the radar, like I said, with our heavy rain moving its way northwards, the yellow area showing where it's set to be heaviest. So the home counties, Oxfordshire, along the M4 corridor. Elsewhere, we have outbreaks of rain and showers for northern England, Wales, southern England. East Anglia and the southeast brightening for a time, but with the warmer air coming in, then we see some showers developing. And then a breather, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Here it's largely fine and dry. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So our outlook across the north of the UK, first of all, Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, looking at our temperatures compared to average, and it's cool. That's the theme for the week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north. Today is largely dry, well away from the heavy rain and the risk of flooding, but the rest of the working week looks unsettled with spells of rain and showers moving through. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Last week it was mild. This week noticeably cooler, temperatures around average and then turning cooler as we head into the weekend. So, percentage chance of rainfall remains high for most of us for the majority of the week. Heavy warning for heavy rainfall today. More rainfall to come in the week, but this weekend, cooler and drier.